The hybrid electrical vehicle is nothing but the device which is uh, propelled from an electrical motor or electrical energy, and also the fuel energy or the gasoline energy. From these two energies, or like both the energy it will be using to propel from one place to another place, is called as your hybrid electrical vehicle. Also means whatever the fuel will be used here, that is such as chemical fuels, solar fuels. Okay, solar also is a fuel, nuclear fuels, kinematic energies. So using these energies, okay, using these energy, solar energy, chemical energy, the vehicle will be using this type of energy to produce its power and to propel. Okay, so this is your uh, an electrical vehicle is. And your hybrid electrical vehicle is of combination of batteries or ultra capacitors, and these batteries also can be rechargeable, means you can charge your batteries frequently, and also it will be coupled with IC engine, so that you can move in a efficient way, and uh, in a per- uh, in a efficiently you can move from one place to another place. Okay, so this is all about your hybrid electrical vehicle. This is the definition of your HEV vehicle. Okay. So how your HEV vehicle, what are the components, major things or configuration will be having in your HEV vehicle? So first is your IC engine, which is a major part. Means as we know that it will be running on IC engine also, and also electrical motor also. So IC engines, batteries and electrical motor. So these three things which is required to propel your vehicle from one place to another place. Okay, then the IC mostly designed to give steady power. Okay, means uh, here in HEV, if you see, HEV is categorized into different parts, like different parts in a sense, different type. That is full hybridization, mild hybridization, and micro hybridization. Okay, so according to their what is hybridization means, according to the percentage of hybrid they are, means how much they are using the battery operated. So the maximum preferences will be here battery operated, not the IC engine operated device. Okay, means if you have a hybrid vehicle, and you will be checking out there how much you will be using the electrical appliances there rather than your IC appliances. So that is how you can categorize your hybrid electrical vehicle. Okay, so as it says, means your hybridization, the more hybridization, how can you know, there your IC engines will be limited and your electrical vehicle will be maximum. Okay, means electrical appliances like battery and electrical motor will be having its maximum uses, and IC engines will be having minimum uses. So that is the level of hybridization you can say. According to the hybrid, I said you, we have three types of hybridization, that is micro hybridization, mild hybridization, and full hybridization. That is the categories or level of your hybridization. But your hybridization also depends on your powertrain also, which type of powertrain you are using. So today we'll be learning about that. So first is parallel configured hybridization, series configuration hybridization, and power split, which is the combination of series and parallel hybrid. Okay, so first we'll be discussing about parallel hybrid electrical vehicles. Okay, so what is parallel hybrid electrical vehicles means? Here your engine, uh, you know that in hybridization, hybrid vehicles, engines and electrical motor will be working, but here engine and electrical motor will be working separately. Okay, means whenever you require, you can switch on your engines to propel your vehicle. Also, whenever you want, you can switch on your electrical motor to propel your vehicle. Also, if you want, both the things will be act simultaneously. Okay, so what happens here? You can see this figure here. One reservoir is nothing but, first we will talk about IC engine part here. So this is your reservoir. Okay, reservoir is nothing but your fuel tanks and carburetors. Okay, so from here it will be giving supplies to the engines. Okay, from the engines your gear system and differential will be active. But whenever you check the electrical vehicle, okay, battery operated or battery uses of the vehicle, you can see here battery will be giving whatever the engines is doing here. What engine is doing? Engine is will be producing power, or engine is the energy source of the vehicle. Okay, IC engines. So here the battery is the energy source of the IC engines, right? The battery will be producing the power which will be given to the converter or the controller. So controller is the brain house of the vehicle, means it will be deciding which direction the operator want to move and how much speed the operator wants. Okay, so according to that it will be asking the powers, okay, asking the asking the energies or asking the voltage or asking the currents from the battery, and it will be supplying to the electrical motor, and electrical motor which is connected to the gearboxes and differentials so that it can run or propel the vehicle. Okay, so this is this is the separate basis, but how the combination will be acting means whenever you ignite it, that time what happens, that time your motor and engine will be start simultaneously. Okay, whenever you switch on or ignite the vehicle, that time what happens, your motor and engine will be start simultaneously. But to the wheels, okay, whenever you see, first what happens, your motor will be started. Okay, your motor will be started and your motor will be giving means it will be synchronizing with engines, means motor will be giving power to the engine to start. Okay, why? Because what happens in parallel hybrid vehicle, what happens, they are, if you start, okay, mostly this parallel hybrid used in the micro hybrid, where you used to start and stop the, means where it is lessly used, means the parallel hybrid only used to start the vehicle and stop the vehicle, means whenever your vehicle is in steady position, that time the motor will be actuated, and whenever your vehicle is in dynamic position or it is a movable condition, that time your engine will be actuated. Okay, so whenever you are starting, that time your vehicle is in steady position. Okay, so there you'll be using this electrical motor, means the electrical motor will be igniting your vehicle, and that vehicle, okay, and that vehicle will be easy, the motor will be synchronizing its power to the engines, and then when you propel, when you accelerate your vehicle, that time only the engines will be transmitting, means engine will be generating power and it will go. Then whenever any traffic comes or you nearly slow down the vehicle, that time what happens, the engines will be slowly synchronized with the motor, and that time the motor will be giving the power, means whenever you are in the steady position, that time the motor will be giving power. And here the battery will be charged from outer source or regenerative braking system. What is regenerative braking system? Means whenever you are applying the brake, okay, what happens in normal vehicle, what happens whenever you apply the brake, that time what happens, that time the brakes apply to the drums or to the discs, right? If you are having a drum brake system, okay, that time what happens, the brake shoes will be sticking, or it will be stick to the drums, then a friction will be created, which is nothing but a heat energy will be produced, right? Then that heat energy we can convert it to an electrical energy by means of called as MG unit, that is motor generator unit. We'll be applying a motor there, that is will be acting as a motor also, as a generator also. Means whenever you are supplying the power to from the battery, that will be acting as a motor, and whenever you are taking power to the battery, that time it will be acting as a generator, means it will be converting it. Okay, so that MG unit will be charging your battery, and also your battery will be charged from the outer source itself. Okay, now we'll be talking about the powertrain system. Okay, means how it will be acting during the start of all full throttle acceleration. Both the IC engine and electric motors have the required amount of power. As I said you, whenever you are starting vehicle, that time the motor and engine both will be actuated or both will be ignited, but the first propulsion will be means the first power will be given by the motor, then the engine will be giving. Okay, during the normal driving, the required traction will be supplied from the IC engine. I said you, during the traction, means whenever you are propelling the vehicle, that time the electrical motor will be taking the the engines will be generating the power, and it will be moving the vehicle, and electrical motor will be off. Okay, now how the electrical motor will be charged? Here see, I have said about the regeneration braking system, braking or deacceleration. That time whenever you brake or deaccelerate, that time your electrical motor will be charged. Okay, so here what happens, and another condition is that whenever the engine power is more, Okay, means engine is producing larger amount of power and your uses is less. Okay, means suppose your engine is producing around some x power, and you are using some x to the power x divided by 2, means suppose 100 watt of power your engine is producing, and you are using around 50 watts. Okay, so that time another 50 watts, what it will be doing, it will be given to the battery to get charged. Okay, so this is how your motor acts, or power hybrid electric vehicles act. Okay, so these are the major components of your parallel hybrid electrical vehicle, that is IC engines, electrical motor, converter means which will be converting. Okay, means DC converter, or which are the converters they'll be using, battery packs, transmission system, controller, BMS, and fuel tanks. Okay, so these are the major components in parallel hybrid electrical vehicle. Okay, then we comes to the series hybrid electrical vehicle. In series hybrid electrical vehicle, what happens? In series hybrid electrical vehicle, the power will be from the motor only. Means the motor which is run or which is installed in the vehicle, from that only the vehicle or the wheels of the vehicle will be propelled. Okay, how it is going to work? Because the engines here, okay, the engines can be charged, will be doing charging to the battery. The engines will be not being used directly to the propelling your vehicle. The engines will be here, the engines will be only used to charge your batteries. Okay, or batteries, or to charge your batteries itself. Okay, here the engines will be not giving direct power to the vehicle. Here engines will be only used to charge your batteries. Okay, and here a generator is used. Why generator? As I said you, like in previous, in regenerative braking system, I talked about motor generator unit. Here an external, here the motor generator unit will be there in regenerative braking system, as well as another separate generator will be using, which will be converting the engine power. Engine, what is the power you generate? That is the kinematic power you generate or not? Yes or no? Or mechanical energy you generate. So that kinematic energy will be converted to a electrical energy. How? Through the generator. Okay, through the generator, the mechanical energy or kinematic energy will be converted into an electrical energy, and from that electrical energy, our batteries and full capacitors will be getting powered. Okay, and which is nothing but which is from the battery. Whenever you will be propelling the vehicle, that time what happens, the from the battery only the power will be going to the motor, and the engines will be supplying the power to the battery. Understood, everyone? Okay, so here what, okay, in parallel hybrid, there what happens, a smaller amount of motor will be using. Okay, means a small amount of motor, around 48 to 100 watt motor, 48 to 100 voltage motor will be using there. But here in series hybrid, here around 200 kilowatt motor will be using, which is propel our vehicle. Okay, which will be helping to propel our vehicle. So how it acts, let's see. Okay, so generally electrical motor will be it will be getting charged, or the battery will be getting charged from while you deaccelerate, or to when you apply the brake, or whenever the loads are less. Okay, and also by your engines also, your this electrical motor will or the battery will be charged. Okay, so now from the reservoir, the engines will be getting fueled off, or engine will be producing the power by using the reservoir fuels, and that power, whatever the power is generated here, it will be again converted. Here the mechanical power is been generated, so it will be converted to an electrical power in the generator. Then the generator will be charging the batteries or the capacitors. Okay, then using that power, whatever the battery or the capacitors, if they will be getting powered, using that power, the converter will be taking power from that, and it will be charge the electrical, and it will be rotate the electrical motor, and the electrical motor will run. Okay, so here same components will be using, but Another components will be adding, that is your generator. Means along with the parallel hybrid vehicles, whatever parallel hybrid transmission systems that they use, like your IC engine, fuel tanks, electrical motor, battery pack, converters, chargers, transmission controller, BMS. Along with that, another component, it is generator, will be added. Okay. Now we'll be talking about power split hybrid. What is power split hybrid? It is a combination of parallel hybrid power system and also the series hybrid power system. Okay, so how it is going to operate? So in maximum of the hybrid vehicle nowadays, this device has been used. Means the both the things, means you can give the power, or from the engines you can generate the power to charge your battery, as well as from the engines you can generate the power to give your vehicle a propelled. Okay, or you can propel the vehicle from the engine, as well as the engine will be helping you to charge the battery. Here you can see, okay, here a medium size engine and a medium size motor will be used. These engines also in power split vehicle, both the transmission can be used simultaneously. Means you can use electrical motor as well as engine in simultaneously. Means equally, whatever amount of engine power will be getting, or whatever amount of power will be getting from engine, the same power will be getting from the battery. So both will be used equally or separately also. How separately? Means whenever you want you can use the batteries, whenever you want you can switch out the engine. So how it will be acting? So from the engines, whenever you start your vehicle, that time what happens? From the battery, your motor will be propelled. Okay, from the battery, your motor will be propelled, and that after some time the engine will be get started. Okay, after some time the engine will be get started, and from the engine, whatever the power is been created, that will be going to generator as well as your vehicle. Okay, as well as your vehicle. Means here the power will be splitted off. Means the engine's power will be splitted off, and it will be going to generator as well as your back wheels. Okay, whenever you give full throttle and you require high traction, that time what happens? Or high acceleration, that time what happens? Your engines and battery both will be on, and it will be propelled from the engine with this transmission, and it will be propelled from the battery with electrical motor. That time the electrical motor will be giving assistance to the engines. Okay, here also the batteries will be getting charged from the generator as from our RGV, that is regenerative braking system. Okay, here also those are same components that are going to use, that is IC engine, fuel tank, electrical motor, batteries, generator, charger, converter, controller, BMS. So all these things we are going to use.